In fact, let's do it. Ifrit, Djinni, Fire Elementalist. Nothing too new going on here. Nothing too exciting. We're not going to be breaking any ground. Just going to try and have a nice, solid, fun run here. So let's get all prepped up once again. Make sure we're set to pick everything up. And of course, last but not least, for the rare folks out there who do try out some seeded runs, let's drop that seed on screen so you can see how well you fare in the dungeon. Oh gosh, as I misclick everywhere, everything everywhere all at once, which I really need to see, by the way, on a separate note. I want to watch that movie so badly, and I just need to make the time to do so. Eventually I'll get around to it. Okie dokie, let's just jump back into the thick of it into the thick of things here, rather. Pretty safe. I mean, even despite, just dying because I was a little bit hasty on the trigger. On the flip side, generally we should be okay to do so in the early dungeon here on a Djinni, so let's just jump into it. I probably will actually take the Whip of Electrocution. Seems like it could be nice, even if it's very unlikely to see any use, since we will largely be relying on Foxfire to pretty much carry me through life here. Ooh, and more protection from fire. Very interesting. So we're now just fully resisted up there. Of course, ice still is going to be a bit of a problem if it comes up, but that is a problem for future us. For the time being, we should be okay to just keep on keeping on. And look at that, I even did use the Whip of Electrocution there. So we're breaking all the rules here today. All the paradigms have been shifted. And maybe, just maybe, that is what we required to get me back into the groove of things here. And not doing anything too silly with my gameplay. No promises, though, of course. That would be awfully silly of me. Even think I could keep true to a statement like that. You had to stop playing offline because the temptation to cheat at times became overwhelming. Totally fair enough. Do you mean like save scumming? Was that your feature of choice that you were struggling to resist against? But I think that's fair, especially, it is a hard game, and you will die time and time again, especially on promising characters. Like when you're first doing 15 runes, oh my gosh, does it suck to, especially the first time you get a couple of the extended late game runes under your belt, then you just immediately die in some stupid fashion. I've definitely done that multiple times on my end, and it does feel a little bit rough, but I think on my end, it's something that I've always kept in mind with DCSS, is that part of what makes it fun for me personally is the constant possibility of dying in embarrassing fashion. I mean, I don't think there's too much of a problem for others to play with, some save scumming or seeded runs or anything like that. If that's how you want to enjoy the game, then more power to you. Like, that's why we're playing it, to have fun. But yeah, definitely I enjoy the difficulty of the game. And if you've been around the channel for a while, you'll know that I will constantly make terrible decisions. I mean, even if you've just been around today, I guess you don't even have to have been around for a while. If you've just been here today, you know that I've definitely done many stupid things, and fortunately, for me at least, that's what I enjoy most about the game. The difficulty balance is really good for most people. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, if you're in the community, the niche community that's going to find the game, you're probably in a similar boat there, but definitely not everyone. And again, I respect the world just here to have a good time, however form that may take. And oh my gosh, okay, I get shock and static discharge. Again, a bit of a theme starting to break out here, weirdly enough. But okay, this time around, let's not rouse our sleeping cat friend, shall we? We'll just head back down this direction, and let's hopefully explore a decent amount of the level without needing to engage in the unfortunate murder of anyone's lifetime pets. That's at least the plan. That's the dream, as it should be for everyone. Oh my gosh, it's Natasha and Pickle on the same floor again. There's some funky mojo going on in the universe of DCSS here today. Very interesting. Probably should just worship Ash. Again, if we're just focused on survival and winning, it's probably the right decision to go for the early opportunity on, you know, somebody who is a pretty fantastic deity, all things considered. But we're gonna hold out hope for the time being. Play something a little more thematic rather than just explicitly good. But we'll see how long we can hold to those standards before they come crumbling in the face of consistent and constant death here. See how it goes, of course. I do know Jeans and Ash changed recently. I'm trying to think of what specifically you'd be thinking of. I guess just how the like skill interactions work. I don't know off the top of my head. Do you not get offered spellcasting or something of the like? It's not spells at -3 anymore. Oh, so is it... Wait, so it's better? Like you just get a flat skill amount or something like that? I mean, better is kind of an interesting way to put it, because I've never on Djinni characters really found myself having an issue with casting spells at the -3 aptitude. But I guess spell power is still a thing that I largely overlook. I'm very much focused on the obvious numbers that I oftentimes, you know, overlook the forest for the trees. Is that... I'm immediately doubting that I have that expression right. You think the whole spell block is all at +11 instead, but shared amongst them like a null. Interesting. Well. Oh no. I'm forcing myself into a compromising position here. Oh, son of a gun. I really... This is... Oh, actually, you know, I was gonna say I might actually get have to murder one of these buddies, but on the contrary, I might get murdered. Oh, we're not even gonna attack. Teleport, please just take me out. Holy moly. Chances are I don't get a full heal here. Oh, never mind. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay. I've done this to myself. Just keep walking instead of making smart plays. What can I do besides start with some acid here? And there's a shot that I don't need to hit any of our innocent friends. In fact, we're just going to go full acid strats. It's probably not going to work. I'm probably going to die here, especially since I just miss with every single shot. What in the heck? Screw it. We're going carrying again. Maybe heal wounds as well? Nope. I instead mutate myself right before death. Perfect. Perfect. Great job, me. I'm just killing it today. You know, with how poorly last week went, you know, in some ways, you know, Greg went a decent distance. Trundle, same thing, decent amount of progress, but still just dying in terrible, terrible fashion on both of those super promising characters. I'd kind of thought to myself going into today's stream that how could it possibly go as poorly? Shocker. Never doubt my ability to play terribly. That's something we can all learn a lesson from here today. One more time, Ifrit. Once more, huzzah. Means you use manuals though in a few things. Okay, yeah, very interesting. But you always struggle with trolls? Actually, wait, use manuals and other things. Is this on Trunk? Because we ran into a air magic manual in one of these Djinni characters, and it was not auto picked up. It was marked as useless. Oh, interesting. Huh. I see what you were saying now. It's so it's not spell casting at 3. Sorry, you always play Trunk. No worries. I like getting this little like drip feed of information as to what changes I'll see in the future. I generally only play on stable, but again, it's nice to hear the rumblings and then see when the eventual release comes out what all kind of got kept in and what got thrown out. So no worries at all. It's an interesting change. Yeah. Huh. You just mentioned you always struggle with trolls. I think that's fair enough. You know, it's nice and easy to play a troll in the first like 5-6 floors of the dungeon, as you just murder your way through everything without a care in the world. But yeah, that making the transition through mid game on a troll is always a bit of an interesting endeavor for sure. Unless, again, you kind of just luck out like we did last week and you find yourself gold dragon scales in an acquirement scroll like on D6 or D7 or something stupid like that. So you may, just do that next time. It's that easy, folks. Just get lucky for it. But okay, once more into the breach here. Couldn't possibly go as poorly as the last couple of tries, right? We get Necrotize as our first spell. That's fine. We usually, for the most part, ignore our first spell, so don't mind getting something that I'm not thinking of as especially useful right off the rip here. Again, Foxfire. We'll just believe in wholly and fully, and that will take us to at least a certain stage in the game. Try Spriggan Hunter if you want some easy fun. See, it's funny because it's definitely, in some sense, you have extra speed and a ranged weapon. I haven't actually tried Spriggan Hunter since the changes to ranged. Back in my day, still had ranged ammo and whatnot, so I'm curious how that would go. I haven't played a Spriggan at all though since our Great Player series. It's so rough. The only time it doesn't take 8 hours to finish a Spriggan game. Very interesting. Yeah, obviously you're still struggling with the health pool, but that combo, you have enough kind of utility and damage to make your way through, I'm guessing. You've won with all the Spriggans. Oh, like each background on Spriggan. Do you largely play Spriggan? Just across the board? So that's a super interesting one that I've definitely not heard of in the past. I definitely struggle with a lot of those low HP characters. Even like Deep Elf, which should be just a slam dunk of a character, especially someone like me who enjoys caster characters a lot. But for whatever reason, I just cannot wrap my head around them, and I constantly make terrible decisions. No, but you like Spriggans, especially with the Spirit Amulet? Huh. What is it about the Spirit Amulet that calls out to you? Because, I mean, obviously, the main thing they have going for them is their speed. But with +2 on spells, it's easy to get normal HP. Okay, so I guess that makes sense as well, is that combining your magic points with your health gives you, like, a normal character's HP pool. Very fair, very fair. Let's just mark a bunch of this baloney for the future here. Perfect. Got maybe 30 MP, it's about 30% extra. Very true. Oh, nice, nice. That's just run and gun. It's a simple life as a Spriggan. Ooh, I will spend 12 gold on the free ID on Degeneration. That's always a go-to move for us here. Uh, 12% failure rate on blast motes is probably a little higher than I'm comfortable with, so we'll just back off. Lesser Beckoning. If Lesser Beckoning Turns out anything like the few times that I've used attraction potions, that is a self-sacrifice waiting to happen. Because I do not have the game sense to actually know when is the right time. Instead, just try it out at seemingly random occasions to usually especially detrimental effects. But that is all part of the fun of exploration, I guess. So we'll see if we end up using that at some point down the road here, even if just to explore a spell that we normally wouldn't get too much opportunity to try out. And perfect. Let's just keep on keeping on here. Oof. Fusion, definitely not what we're hoping for in life here, but not the end of the world either. Just back off and take care of all these sons of guns one at a time. Fantastic. Ooh, get a bunch of early altars before Economical Temple. Could... I know Rue is another one of those gods that at some point I need to actually dive in more. I feel like we've won on a Rue character before, and even then I didn't feel like I understood what the heck I was doing whatsoever. Maybe I do just pull a Go's egg. Stop with this Makleb tunnel vision and just go with a classic Djinni combo that just gets there. No troll armor is true. Is a downside for sure. But you mostly use attraction on Vaults 5. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, cut out the middle person a bit there as everything comes crawling at you from every conceivable angle. And I think we need to persevere at least one more try here. But free win if you get to Zot, right? That is the big thing. And even up until that point, like Potion Petition is just stupidly strong. Especially when health is our magic points. And you can just try to get full like Curing Heal Wounds combos from Potion Petition. Gets pretty absurdly powerful, but hey, there we go. Hold out once more for Makleb. Let's give you another shot, friend. I'm not super likely to play Makleb on any other character. I guess I do enjoy Makleb on melee characters because it gives you some nice like utility options. You know, you get some summons, you get some range damage as well, so that's fun in its own right, but still most likely to enjoy it on our Djinni here. Very fun little synergy with the healing at the very least. So let's give it another go here, shall we? Level summons really strong in your opinion, super cheap, right? Yeah. I'm always shocked that like, I forget which one counts as a minor demon. Smoke demons, I think count as minor, which is absurd to me. Because yeah, when you're early game, you know, you're in like D8 or something like that, and you're already summoning demons that are giving players a hard time by like late mid game to even late game itself. Pretty wild stuff for sure. Fire through them now. Not at the stage where I'm at now, but is that a change in Trunk? Because that seems ridiculously powerful. Like that almost seems too powerful to me. Definitely with Hep's Ancestor. That was, I know, a big change and something we definitely took full advantage of early on in our Polytheist series here. But if you can now fire through Makleb demons, that's pretty wild stuff. Definitely seems overpowered. Can't remember, he's not played Makleb in a while. Yeah, same here. Besides this series, and again, the last while has been less than fortunate when it comes to my ability to successfully pilot a run, so not by any means a good source on that. But hey, maybe this run, we can at least try it out a little bit. I don't think at this version, regardless, it is a possibility, but I could be wrong. And Not too shabby. Oh, as we continue forward here, excuse me. And should be able to once again fly through, be a little more cautious this time with the white imp. Just at the very least remembering that we have that vulnerability is, you know, prudent to say the least. Oh, and hello there again, my friend. Just talking about you. But not too shabby. There we go. All is well that ends well. We get a manual of throwing. Probably won't use. Again, hate to reuse the same joke, but I do enough throwing on my own here. I don't need my character to join in. And perfect. Let's just keep on keeping on. I mean, this is probably the point. Let's once again learn from our previous mistakes, and let's actually try to find our ID early on, shall we? I mean, we do immediately find that bad boy. We don't have heal wounds, so I'll use the first few on potions, and there we go. We do get heal wounds pretty quick. We get blinking, which is beautiful. And teleportation last but not least. Immolation as well here. Okie dokie. Well, not too shabby. We have our good emergency resources. You know, having heal wounds and blinking means that we should, all things considered, be able to keep ourselves alive in the short term. But we'll have to see how it goes. You did see one thing you liked in Trunk yesterday, though. Someone was using Damnation and not taking any damage from the blast. Oh, is it like a Damnation resistance unrandart or something like that? So definitely very interesting. I mean, that would be huge on, you know, your Spriggan characters or your deep elves. Anyone with that low HP could benefit so much by not having to worry about unavoidable huge amounts of damage relative to their tiny health pools. Okay, Maggie. Dual right against your fire. No, the player didn't have damnation resistance, and the players kind of surprised themselves. Oh, weird. So maybe just a bug? I know there've definitely been some weird ones in the past. Come at me, Maggie. Okay, fine. If that's how you want to play it, we will engage in glorious combat with you, my friend. Perfect. And we get Summon Guardian Golem. Okay, I kind of like Guardian Golem. Have to be slightly careful that we use it properly. We also do have Inner Flame. Inner Flame Guardian Golem is a wild combo. That's one of the few fun little combos that I've actually had personal experience with in the past, and not just long wistfully for and then never actually remembered to use. Super dangerous because it's giving you a double exploding golem, but pretty cool. You did wonder if it was a bug? You're hoping it's just a change. Oh, on Damnation itself, maybe? Interesting. I guess time will tell. Oh, geez Louise. Hello there, friend. Should be able to just flame wave this son of a gun into the next plane of existence. Perfect. Guardian Golem is great in corridors. It's guaranteed escape and damage. Definitely, yeah, especially on a Fire Elementalist where we're relying so much on Foxfire early on, because of course, generally the 1x1 corridors are, especially against a fast enemy, are like a death sentence waiting to happen. But yes, hopefully we can remember to use it to its full extent here. It is already fully castable. So maybe let's throw that bad boy on one of our hotkeys here and see what ends up happening, shall we? And you can already put you to work, my friend. Get Adam Tiger. I believe in you. I guess from this range, I can kind of help out from afar. Just have to... Oh, you didn't even get a chance to explode. What the heck happened there? Well, that's all fine at the end of the day here. They don't go down to hit, they often detonate without needing to cast what's his name on them. Right, I was expecting a detonation there for sure. Unfortunately, did not come to fruition as I expected, but